Okay, you're all welcome to this webinar. I'm so happy to be here and I'm so glad to have you all joining me. It's really an honor. And no need to beat around the bush. You want to look at the topic how to find the people who need your offer most. Why are we talking about this? We want to help people who are skilled like ourselves because we are in an era where everybody's learning a skill or have already learned one. And the issue now is how they are going to start monetizing those skills. Every day I get the question, people ask me, I'm a graphic designer, I'm a web designer, how do I get clients? How do I get people to buy my skill? How do I monetize the skill? It's not really that people don't want to monetize their skill or that they don't know their skill is monetizable, but they find it difficult, finding a platform to sell their skill or finding people to sell their skill to. Some people have tried content creation, they keep creating content, posting about whatever skill it is they have. But at the end of the day, it all ends in just posting. I have friends who are post like they have an account on all social media platforms. They are very active there, both on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. But they are still not able to get people who want to buy their skill, people who want to buy their products, their services, or whatever it is that they offer. So today we want to provide a solution to all of these problems, brainstorm together, and see how we can make progress with whatever skill it is we have. So we have a lot of speakers today, but Emmanuel is our first speaker. I'm not going to introduce Emmanuel. I'll let him introduce himself. So, Mr. Emmanuel, over to you. Please, before you treat your topic, let us
Thank you
know who
very
you
much.
are. You're welcome.
All right, thank you very much, Kissy Bliss. It's such an opportunity to be on this show. Thank you for putting this together. And to everyone, my name is Emmanuel. I'm a software engineer and a digital strategist. So I'll be addressing the area of getting your audience or monetizing your skill as a tech person or as a freelancer. And I'd like to start with this. I also have the experience. I have felt the pain before. I've been in the shoes. I've been in the same shoes. I've had times when there was no client, there was nobody to reach out to, there's no money. I mean, I was very skilled. I could do a lot of things. I am a multi potentialite, and beyond that, I still have other versatile skills in digital skills that but then I barely can feed myself. So there's no money to eat, and then there's always frustration every time, every now and then. And sometimes when I even get jobs to do, they are mostly volunteer jobs. So I'll get on those jobs. I can have like 5 to 10 volunteer jobs I'm doing at the same time. And while I'm doing them, I'm hungry. And as I'm hungry, I'll be hungry. That's why did I choose this path? Why am I working for people doing voluntary service and not being rewarded? And this is one of the pains that have given me good experience in communicating topics like this. How to find the people who need your offer, the people who need your service, how to find those clients. So first, I would like to address the fact that a lot of people, including myself, we actually want the client, but we don't know who the client is. And that is the step number one, being able to identify who the client is. If you cannot identify who exactly you want to sell to, it's going to be a problem because you cannot sell to everybody. If you have Instagram accounts and you have like 5,000 followers, like like few minutes ago now, I was addressing someone when we were networking, and the person mentioned, I'm going to use it as a real life experience now because this is real life for every one of us. You need customers, right? So this person told me they have this figure of followers on Instagram and on TikTok, but they don't have sales. So the first thing I help the person shift their mindset to is that when you see followers online, they are not just figures. I think we are just so used to increasing number of followers. We are just used to numbers as figures and not seeing the figures as human beings. So if you have 200 followers, they are not just figures of 200. It's 200 human beings that are looking after you, that are looking at what you do. So you can tell me then that try to imagine if you put 200 people inside one room and all of them are interested in the service that you render, you're going to make a lot of money. So the problem at times is that we don't identify our audience. We just think that we are seeing figures online in terms of followership. People are chasing followers. I want 1,000 followers. Is that I have 5,000 followers before I can make sales. So why those things can they have that place, and the sole purpose of that is for authenticity. Like if you have 5,000 people that are following you online, it may mean to an extent that people know you with what you do, which gives us some degree of authenticity. But then with or without a large number of followers, you can still say because the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 followers that you have, they are real human beings. And if 10 human beings come to patronize what you do, let's just imagine that the first thing the product you sell is around 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira. So if you sell 5 to 10 people, that's 50 already. So if it's 10,000 naira, just put it in the number of followers that you have. So first off is the inability to segment the audience you have. So first off, stop seeing people as trees. So stop seeing people as figures. Start seeing people as people, human beings. So number two, which is still inside of that targeting the audience, is knowing what your audience is actually interested in. So this is one of the things that really worked for me because this now, like you mentioned, the topic is offer, is around offer, and then like the audience. But a lot of people don't have proper offer. So offer is what you offer, like what you bring to the table to attract the person that is meant to buy your service. But most of the time, we are looking for people to buy our service or products without giving anything as the offer. So I just put it on my post or on my Instagram handle. I'm a software developer. I build websites. I'm just telling people, informing people. I'm not offering them anything. So that is part of this audience thing. If you cannot give them an offer, try to look for in marketing now. You have to put your customer avatar. Who is this person? What do they eat? What do they want? What kind of interest do they have? So these things normally sound like theory. I've learned this thing for a very long time in my life. It sounds like theory, but in reality, they are very, very essential. And it's because we are so used to some of this information every day that we just listen to them passively. So when someone is talking about your target audience, you just say my target audience are entrepreneurs, blah 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 like that. It's just passive. But then once you start being intentional about drawing them out, who is this person? The person is an entrepreneur. What do they do? What do they sell? And how can I sell to them? For instance, now I'm going to figure out a framework now. Let's say you're a web designer. This is one of the strategies I've used in the past. It's premium, but I'm going to give it to you for free because you are right on this live stream. So I took a time out when I was not making money. I was already volunteering for a lot of things and I wasn't making enough money from that. Now, those volunteering has given me some sort of experience and validity in terms of portfolio. That's another thing. For some people, they want audience to buy what they sell, but they don't have portfolio. So it's either you have portfolio, that is your skills, your experience, what you've done, or you have solid potential. And that is how you can pitch yourself into what you can do. And let me just quickly address that because I know it's a very key thing for people that are just starting out and they don't have any audience, they don't have anybody to buy what they sell. Someone reached out to me sometimes, a mentor of mine, and said, okay, he's just starting out his own career in tech as a web designer. How will he be able to prove to clients that he can actually do what they want when he doesn't have portfolio, doesn't have past projects? When people ask him that, okay, send me some of your works, let me see if I can buy from you or not, and he doesn't have any. So this is the strategy, and you can also incorporate it into any system. It's a key secret that we use, whether you are freelancing on Upwork, Fiverr, or you are meeting people in person. Look for people who are ahead of you, who you can partner with in terms of, for example, the same way the guy came to me now. I willingly, wholeheartedly put out some of my projects and will it to him. So it doesn't change anything from me. It doesn't remove my money. It doesn't remove anything from me. So the only thing it does is just that it gives him some sort of credibility. So it just goes to people and say, okay, this project, so I worked with this person to build this particular thing. While in actual sense, he really didn't, he really wasn't part of it. But because he was able to liaise with me, I can confirm intentionally confirm what I've done, like some of my projects, to stand out as credibility for him. So if you don't have any portfolio, you can look for people in your industry, maybe your mentor or someone who is learning, who is teaching you skills, and partner with them. Let them give you what they have done. Because with that, your clients will be convinced that you can do what they want you to do. So that is one in terms of portfolio. And then the other part is that you must be able to pitch yourself. So being able to pitch yourself, it looks like you should be able to find references online. And that's another strategy that a lot of people don't do. People who are tech bros, because our industry now is a bit more into what you have done, like your solid, visible projects. Not unlike people who are selling, let's say they are selling physical products, I'm selling shoes and dresses like that. You can easily say, okay, this is the dress I'm selling, this is the shoe I'm selling. But people who are tech people now, tech is not that easy to say that you are just building anything for fun as part of the portfolio. But then you can always pitch forward. And what does that mean? You can look for projects that are existing in the space. Maybe in a community, I can give you, there are different communities. If you download Discord on your phone, you can get into some private communities, or if you search Google for web design communities on Discord, download the Discord app and sign in. You'll be able to join some groups, and then you see some project that people have done. You can carry those projects and use those projects to pitch to clients. Said you can do something like this for them. So it's more like a real estate developer. A real estate developer does not have to build a house to tell clients that you can buy my house. They only need to gather pictures of existing houses, pictures, beautiful places, and put them in their portfolio to pitch to the client. So finding your client or finding whoever is going to buy from you starts from first identifying who the person is. Number two is now fixing your offer, and your offer is what you give to them. So you're giving to them stuff with your portfolio, which is part of your credibility. You start with your potential, how you can pitch to them, and then giving to them is now another thing we call lead magnets. So if I'm able to identify that, okay, I wanted to give a framework. Another strategy, one of the strategies I was using when I was still struggling. So I worked as a volunteer, and one of the things the structure I put in place was that, okay, I just designed an offer that if you are into NGO, I'm going to design websites for NGO, and you are going to just give me anything you want. Instead of saying my web design service is 400K and people are not buying. So it's very, very hard sometimes to find people who are going to say 400K, yeah, I'm interested, 500K, I'm interested. But I just said I'm putting it out for few NGOs, like 5 NGOs who are going to benefit from this offer, and I'm going to do everything for you. It will include donation, it will include this feature and this feature and this feature, put all the features together, and I'm going to give it to you for free, but you have to compensate me and you have to take care of this certain expense, which is your domain and your hosting. So those two things like that, I put it in a, I package everything proper as a flyer, as an advert, and run targeted Instagram ad. So this is it. If you are willing to attract your audience, there's something we also call like cost per acquisition. You need to be able to factor into your brain what will it cost me to attract the person I'm looking for. So if my service is 200K, how much am I willing to invest into finding someone who's going to pay me 200K? Because a lot of us, we are interested in having more customers, but we are not interested in putting money or doing things that will attract those customers. So you want 200K profit, but you cannot spend 100K on adverts. You're not going to get it. So be intentional about, I'm going to look for people who are going to pay my service for 200K or 100K, and then I'm going to put 20,000 naira into running targeted ads on Instagram. It's as simple as that. So the number of people you reach, out of, let's say you reach about 18,000 people, and you are able to, like, out of 18,000 people, technically maybe just less than 500 of them will reply to your ad. Less than 500. If you have 18,000 people, 18,000 impressions or reach like that, less than 500. Let's just say average of 100 people reach out to you, and out of that 100 people, you're able to convert just one person, because sometimes what you need is just one or two person. And we also need to start thinking about it like it's not about the game of how many thousands of followers, like I mentioned earlier. So just one person is enough sometimes to fix some of the problems, because that one person can can buy what to sell and refer you to another person. And that's another strategy that most people forget. If you have, it's very easy to earn more when you have one client than when you don't have any client at all. So if you have one, just even one person that has ever patronized what you sell before, you shouldn't have any more problem. You can still have problem, but you won't have more problems. So what you need is find your first buyer by all means. Your first buyer is what you will use as the leverage. I have a strategy I intentionally put into my business, and that is after the project is done, I'm going to reach out to them and say, thank you very much, blah, 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 like that. I hope you do like the service. If they say they like the service, I request for testimonial. With that testimonial, then I request intentionally a request for referral. And this is how a lot of people get referral. The way they request referrals won't make people recommend them. So i- two things I will mention around that is let them be rewarded. One, and number two is that let them feel important. So here is like a script I normally use. I can use it periodically, even if you feel like the client you had is like last year. So let's say I get a client last year now and I need a project right now. This thing I'm talking about has helped me in times when I was hungry, when there was no money. I just had decided to reach out to one of my past clients. So because someone who has bought from you before is your direct audience, the person is your customer, and the person can figure out other people like themselves. So I asked the person, hello, Mr. XYZ. I trust you are doing great today. I was looking at my past projects and sincerely, the work we did together was very amazing. It's one of the best projects I've ever handled in my life. And I really believe you also love the project. And I was thinking if you have any other person just like you who might be interested in my service. That was the script, past that. That was the script. The script was just made them feel important, made the project feel important. Like, hey, the project I did with you was one of the best things I've done in my life. So it made the person also feel important, make the project feel unique. And then I'm asking them, do you know any other person who might also be interested in something like this? So because averagely, when we're asking for referral, we might just ask them, please refer me to your friends, and they will just refer me to your friend. My friend is not doing the same business. But when you make them feel unique and important and feel like, oh, this person said that my project, what you did for me is like the best project. And do I know any other person? Yeah, I know another person now. My friend is Casey Bliss. She sells computer, but I don't know. She might actually be interested. Let me just introduce you to her. It's as simple as that. And I'm very serious. And this is one of the things that have saved me in the past from hunger days. I just reached out to that client like that. And immediately he said, Emmanuel, I think I normally believe that you are busy. Oh. I was just thinking that you are busy, but actually I also love the project you did. So yes, the thing we are working on one project and I'm going to bring you in. And just like you said, I'm going to tell one of my friends who is also about starting a new project. He told me about it, but I thought that you will be busy. Like you will be too busy to handle those things. I was just like, yeah, I'm sometimes busy, but then project like the one I did with you is one of the best I've done, and I always want to work with people like you. So I made the person feel very important. So I had to look into his circle and started recommending me to his friends. Say this Emmanuel is very good. Emmanuel he did this project for me. In fact, look at what he did, look at what he did. So beyond so the issue is just find one person by all means. Target only one person. Don't try to target 500 million people out of from where. So your goal is not to have 5,000 followers. Your goal is to find one person. That one person is scattered in the scripture. I don't know if I can use scriptural references now as part of this. You see in instances when Jesus he will heal one person, and that one person will be the one talking about Jesus in every other places. So that is the strategy. You want to make sure you set up intentionally incorporate that. So if you are doing free service, you must always get something in return. I told some of my mentees that are in my private group, if you are going to do anything for any person and you are intentionally discounting the price, make sure you are getting something in return. So if this service costs 50,000 naira and I am intentionally dropping the price for you, I must make sure that in other ways you get I get paid, maybe not in terms of 50K, but in terms of someone from you who is going to pay me that same 50K. So the challenge is find one person. So now let me quickly look, because of my time, I'll soon have to round off my session now. Let me quickly attend to using foreign platforms for freelancing like that. So platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, they are very, very crowded. And sincerely, I'm telling you, there was a time I had to travel to Ondo State to go learn freelancing how to use Fiverr. I was already using Upwork, but I wasn't making results. I had to travel and learn for 3 months to go learn how to use these platforms because there's a lot of competitions, a lot of things like that that people are actually getting wrong. And I'll quickly mention a few tips that you can incorporate as a freelancer on those platforms, maybe Fiverr or Upwork. And actually, personally, I wouldn't recommend if you are starting afresh. I wouldn't recommend you go to platforms like Fiverr, Upwork. They are not for you. I mean, they are for freelancers, they are for you, but they are not necessarily for you. Because at the moment, you might not be able to undo the competition that is there, might not be able to undo the challenges because they have a lot of policies. So policies like the country you are streaming from, the country you are joining their platform from. So if you're a freelancer in Nigeria, I don't know if I should say this publicly on YouTube right now, but then it's something that is already known. So if you're a freelancer in Nigeria and you are trying to access Fiverr, your accounts will always be denied. So if you open an account today, the following day they have cancelled the account. I can't tell you the number of accounts that we bought. So we just have the language that in Yoruba we say things in Yoruba like account journal. It means like you created the account and then Fiverr has disabled that account. So you have like hundreds of accounts like that. So there are strategies. So one of the things, the easiest way is make sure you get a VPN, virtual private network. What does this do? There are some free VPNs online. They help you shield your location and your IP address. So if my IP address is Lagos, Nigeria, I can get a VPN, virtual private network, that can change my public address into a private network into somewhere in Switzerland, somewhere in the United States of America, somewhere in Canada, where I am not. And because of that, they can actually when their algorithm, because I'm also a software developer and I know how these things work behind the scene. So when their algorithm is picking your location, it's going to tell the backend that you are joining their platform from the United States of America. So here now you'll be positioned as an authority rather than from someone streaming from the third part of the world. Like these people are useless people, they are scammers, everything like that. So sometimes the VPN doesn't work, and what we also get is virtual private server. This one is more expensive than VPN because VPN sometimes can be just like $2. A lot of VPNs are free, and if I have to recommend the best ones in the market, the free best version of VPN in the market I can recommend is Windscribe, Windscribe. They didn't pay me for this, but then I'm just doing this for you too, so that you don't have to waste time and unnecessarily on VPN that doesn't work. So use Windscribe. It's very strong. And if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade to something like VPS, virtual private server. So you get those things from people that provide hosting services. So if you're a freelancer that does something serious, it can save your money. Could be something like maybe $5 per month for 12 months, like $60. And if you put that $60 into getting a VPS, you can get VPS on Namecheap.com, Namecheap, Namecheap.com. You can get some on some Nigerian servers too, like Google Host or Go54 as they are now called, Go54.com, Google Host, WHOGOHOST.com. And what those things help you do is they help you set up like a computer in a foreign country. So every time you log on to that computer, you'll be seen as a foreigner. You won't be seen as a Nigeria, someone streaming from the top part of the world. So you'll be perceived as an authority in the business, and those are the things that give you credibility. Another thing you want to do if you are freelancing from Nigeria is that you want to get your portfolio very strong. And like I mentioned, if you don't have portfolio at all, you can reach out to people who have solid projects and liaise with them. If you're going to have to pay them 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira to help them to help you review what you have already or to view what they have for you. So the two of you they can even feature you as a member of their team. It's one of the things I do for people. So when people come to me, they don't have, I feature them as a member of my team. You're a member of this team. And then when people check there, they see that this is a valid company. And even though you are a beginner, you are starting out, they see the validity of the company instead of your own alone. And because of the validity of the company, they can now will whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to sell when you meet that client to you. So if you are starting out online, I will recommend platforms like per hour, people per hour. Use platforms like we work remotely instead of Fiverr and Upwork. Those platforms are very, very, very competitive. But platforms like people per hour, we work remotely, they are less competitive. So if I am selling a service as a web designer, and people it go for platforms where there are more sellers than more buyers. And let me that's one of the reasons why I was saying platforms like Fiverr are not necessarily for people that are just starting out. According to the last statistics I read some time ago, it says that for every one seller, there are 1 million buyers. So, sorry, for every one buyer, there are 1 million sellers on Fiverr. So, if I am selling, let's say I'm selling my service as a web designer, and I'm trying to target one buyer, there are 1 million of me at the same time trying to target that same buyer on Fiverr. You can go ahead, you can also buy this thing that I'm saying, go on Google and search for the ratio or the number of sellers versus buyers on Fiverr. So there are too many sellers on Fiverr than the number of buyers that are available. So you want to shift your attention to platforms where there are too many buyers instead than sellers, where there are few sellers and there are many buyers. Platforms like that, there's a platform called usertesting.com. So there are few sellers and there are many buyers. A lot of people just come there and say, I'm looking for these people, I'm looking for you, and there's nobody. In fact, you see some of those requests, nobody has responded to them and they will keep reposting and reposting. There's another platform, Remo Jobs or Remo Start. So you can Google search this one now, remostart.com. So this platform now, there are a lot of buyers, people who need the service of freelancers. So they'll say, I need a copywriter, I need blah, 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 like that. And then the people that are actually selling those keys on those platforms, there are a few of them. So it's only them that they are just chopping the money like that. We want to get on the platforms that are less competitive. So another thing I will add to it to round up my session right now is you want to make sure that you get testimonial from the one person again. That one person that you work for, if you've never if you don't have 20 customers, just one person. At least one of us at one point or the other will have had one person. Just make sure you have a good will with one customer and let them write a solid testimonial for you. If possible, let them do video for you. That video has a lot to do in the way you position yourself. Because a lot of us we are trying to sell, we are trying to shout a lot of times instead of positioning ourselves as credible authority that can attract the buyers. So sometimes instead of cold DM, there's a way around that. You should do cold DMs. If you find someone who is actually into what you do or what you that can buy what you sell, make sure you cold DM the person or you pitch to the person. Although the way people pitch also matter. So some people just go into and come into people's DM and say, I sell shoes and bags. Won't you buy from me? I'm not going to buy from you. And today, like this, I've gotten a customer from, I'm in an event and it is a networking event. I've gotten two customers. And thing is, it, I've observed the way people are networking, and I see that most people are actually networking wrong. So when I get to meet them, let me give you this strategy now. When I get to meet them, I focus more about them. Hello, how can I buy what you sell? I'm not telling them that this is what I do. Will you buy from me? That I'm a web designer. Come and do website. I didn't tell them that. Though. So I asked them, hello, good afternoon. You are doing great, blah, blah, blah. You look beautiful after all of those tributes or whatever I call it. Then ask them, how can I buy what you sell? So that one positions them to talk more about what they do. So when they start to talk about what they do, then you can now figure out how what you do can complement what they do. So for instance, now today, when I asked the person, how can I buy what you sell? The person, I sell wears, I sell top and shirts, clinical, pull out her phone, showed me a lot of pictures, showed me everything like that. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I will buy one from you. Now I see that got her interest, and I ask her like, well, how are you getting the customers that are buying? Are you really getting customers? Because they, I'm not really getting customers like that. I'm just in WhatsApp and Instagram. Is that about Instagram? Is it making? Are you getting leads? No, I'm not getting. That's when I now came in. Okay, a sales strategist, and I can help you convert the people that are messaging you because she mentioned that a lot of people are messaging her, but they are not paying. So I said, this is where I can come in for you. I can help you convert the people that are messaging you to people that can buy from you. So at the time, she was more open, like, okay, tell me more. So I gave her a few strategies, and she was the one that actually collected my number. That's how simple it is. So be more interested in other person instead of just meeting people and say this person is. They will buy from you if you are interested in them. Instead of just trying to dump your products on people, say, oh, yeah, come and buy. I'm a web designer. I sell computer. I sell shoes and bags. I know you sell those things, but instead look at people. For example, there was sometimes ago I wanted to put something to someone, something like we're discussing about marketing like this too, and the person sells shoes. So I said, this is how I'm going to approach the situation if I were you. So I looked at the person and said, this is your shoe. It really looks good. Where did you buy it? I said, I bought it. Ah, it's not looking good though. In fact, if you know how much I bought it, it's just 1,000 naira I bought it though. Say, hey, are you sure? But there are some, I started educating the person on the kinds of shoes that I can wear to these certain places. But if you wear this certain brand in this place, they are going, and actually, I wanted to buy those things like that, but I don't know where I can buy them because most of the people that do pre order online, some of them are fake. Said, as simple as I can link you up with someone that sells original. In that case, I'm not even the person. Just now, imagine if I'm the person selling shoes. I sold a lot of shoes that day. Now I will link you up with the person selling original shoes. And the person was very happy. I linked them up and the person made a sale. It's as simple as that. So sometimes it's just the ability to talk about what you sell. When you see people and being able to target clearly. So I'm going to have to round off here because I've spent a lot of time beyond what I'm supposed to spend. I hope you do learn one or two things from everything I explained. And I'd like to hear from you if um, this meets your expectation. Thank you very much. My name is Emmanuel, and please, I'd like to have you back.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you for the masterclass. You can actually end right now and say, oh, you all have learned how to find the people who need what you offer. Thank you for joining us. Bye. We end the live. Thank you so much. It was so knowledge packed. In
Thank
fact, I
you.
was writing down a lot of things, and I can tell you, you've covered a lot already. Thank you so much. Now, because
Thank you.
you're supposed to take 20 minutes, but you take like 35 minutes.
Oh my God.
There won't be time to ask you questions anymore. Let's quickly go
Okay.
to the next presenter. Okay, I think I'm actually the next person. So let me bring myself to the middle. All right. Emmanuel has actually covered a lot of things. I somehow feel, yeah, he has even talked about what I want to talk about. But let me not run away. So we want to talk about how do you like where do you on what channels do you see people who are interested in what you offer? Because like Emmanuel said, you need to have an offer first. So it's not about I'm a web designer or I'm a graphic designer. You need to have a packaged offer that okay, I design social media templates for business owners. You're getting 30 designs in a month for so amount. So you have a clear offer. So I'm just going back a little. If that one is not in place yet, please you need to go back to that. Have a clear offer. So when we come to your business page, your personal brand that you're building, let us see clearly what you offer. What are you offering? Do you have an ebook you're selling? Who is it going to help? Clearly put it on your bio that I help so and so person achieve so and so thing. Get my ebook. You show us the link. Okay. So these are things you have to put in place first before we now start saying that, oh, you've done the right things, but you're not able to still find the people who need your offer. So the topic I'm looking at is what channels do we find the people who need our offer? On what channels do we find these people? And let me just start from what Emmanuel said. He said he's in an event, a physical event, and they are doing a lot of networking there. He's meeting people, people are meeting him. That is the first channel I would recommend. We are so used to this social media thing that we tend to forget that there's a life outside social media. We don't remember that social media is not the main, you can argue that everybody's on social media. You can meet more people on social media than outside. Yes, because if I decide to go, whatever I'm selling now, if I decide to go and start meeting people one by one, it's going to take a whole lot of time compared to if I want to. just post it on social media, run an ad. I'm going to get more people. But the truth remains that you still need to have some form of, still need to do some form of marketing physically, attend physical events, network with people, talk to people about what you do. There are some people that they have a very nice skill, but their neighbors are in need of that skill. But because their neighbor does not even know they have the skill, their neighbor is going online looking for people who will help them. Their neighbor is going around asking other people because they don't do any form of physical interaction. They don't network physically. So I think that's where we actually need to start from. In your church, when we talk about physical events, it's not until you attend a conference, it's not until you attend a networking program. People in your church, do they know what you do? If you're a student, your classmates, your schoolmates, are they aware that you offer this service? If you're a digital marketer, the people around you that are doing business, have you approached any of them to tell them that, okay, I offer this service, I can help you with this? So I'm not going to take a lot of time. So the first channel I'm recommending is physical channels, physical events, physical contacts, people that are in your neighborhood, people that you see every day. Pitch your offer to them. Okay, let them know what you do. Let it be clear to them that, okay, I need to so and so thing, so that when someone needs that, you're going to come to mind. They may not even be the people that will need that very offer. It may be that they will know someone. You know how we used to say it, somebody will know somebody. So it could be that they know someone else who needs the service, and through that person, and through them, they will connect to you. So let's not undermine physical events. Whatever it is you're selling, when we talk about selling, it's not all about that you have a physical product or a digital product that you're selling. Even your service that you're offering is sales. You're selling as a graphic designer, you're selling graphic design services. As a website designer, you're selling web design services. So talk to people, attend physical events. Be intentional about it. When you're attending an event, go with your business card. Be intentional about meeting people and telling them what you do. Let them know that you do so and so thing. I sell laptops, I sell shoes, I sell bags, I design websites, I I help people run ads on social media. I create content for brands. Physical events are not physical events, yeah. They are not outdated. It has not been taken over. Social media has not taken over physical events, because on social media there are a lot of people advertising. There are a lot of people putting themselves out. There are a lot of people that have the same skill that you have. And there are people who will rather patronize someone they know. There are people, okay, someone, let me just give you an instance. I logged in on Facebook the other day and someone was talking about bags, Emeka Nobis. He mentioned that he was not really talking directly about bags. He just mentioned that school is about to resume and the list they gave him is very outrageous. That school bags alone is 80,000 naira. But I sell laptop bags, and one of the strongest bags I have is just 20,000 naira. So I posted a picture of the bag on the on social media, and I'm like on the comment section, and I said I sell bags, and this is 20,000. So he said, come to my DM. And then when I went to his DM, he said, are you in Port Harcourt, because he stays in Port Harcourt? I said, no, I'm in Lagos. And was like, no, it's not going to work, because my wife wants to see the bag first before I buy. Do you see why I'm emphasizing on physical channels? So I was not able to sell that, even though he was someone who needs what I offer. He needed what I was offering, but he needed someone in his physical environment. So you have something you're offering, but you've not been able to make sales. Please do more of one-on-one marketing, word of mouth marketing. Introduce yourself to people and let them know what you do. Then the second thing I want to talk about is, you on the internet space, you can get people who need what you offer on the internet space, but not just by posting. So that this is second channel now. I've talked about physical channel. Now I want to talk about the online channel. Yes, people who need what you offer, they are online, but they've probably not reached out to you, or they've probably not come across your posts because you're just concentrating on just posting on your page, posting on your platform. Have you thought about typing that very keyword, keyword that people who are searching for what you offer could be searching for on Facebook or on Instagram? For instance, there I sell laptops. I sell laptops. And then one day I came across a discussion, where somebody was talking about acquiring skills, advising people to get a skill. And a lot of people were now saying, I've already gotten the skill, but I don't have a laptop. Now, these are people who need what I offer. They don't follow me. So if I post about laptops from now till tomorrow, they are not going to see it. They may not be actively searching laptop on Facebook so that my post will come up, but they need what I offer. So sometimes the people who need what you offer, they are in discussion groups. They are not on your page. So you may have to do an extra work. Go join groups, look at discussions, look into what people are talking about, and then what do you think people who need what you offer, what do you think they'll be discussing on social media? Type some of those keywords and search for them. This is one strategy you can use to find people who need what you offer on the online space. Actively search for those people on discussion groups where they are talking about what you offer, and then pitch to them that, oh, I sell this, I have this. And as Emmanuel has already said earlier, when it comes to sales, it's not about you. It's not about I sell this. No, it's not really about that. It's about what the other person needs. So, like for instance, if I want to sell a laptop to someone, I don't just start by saying I have a laptop that is Core i5, 10th generation. No, I have to ask the other person first that what do you need a laptop for? And this person can now tell you that, okay, I just need a laptop that I can, browse the internet with because I'm learning so and so thing. So you start from there. You start from offering to help people. That is where you now present your own offers. You don't start with, oh, I sell laptops, come and buy a laptop. I have the best laptop. There are people that I've helped online that eventually bought a laptop they didn't buy from me because of maybe they don't trust that, oh, they can buy a laptop without seeing it first. But somehow, they eventually come to me. Maybe the laptop now has a fault. They want to change the battery. They will now remember that, oh, this was the person that actually explained what I needed about a laptop to me. This was the person that advised me to get this type of system. This was the person that advised me that this one I wanted to get wouldn't be able to do the work I want to do with it. From there, they will come back to me, and somehow they'll end up giving me their money, because I think that is the main thing we want. We want people to give us money, right? In exchange for whatever it is we offer. So most times the sales doesn't come from posting the things you sell. No, some of us, if you open your page now, what we'll be seeing there are just products and services. That is not how sales come. You have to be willing to help people. Go into discussion groups, comment helpfully, drop comments that will help people who are in need of what you offer. As the more you help people, the more they come back to you. Then on that social media space as well, position yourself as an expert. Now, the way you position yourself as an expert is not by saying, I sell shoes, then every day you post a shoe. No, it's by answering the questions around what people are asking for. That is why sometimes we say, okay, you have your personal brand, but also have your business brand. Because on your personal brand, like on my personal brand on Facebook, everybody knows I sell gadgets. But that is not, if you start scrolling now, you may scroll like 5 to 6 posts before you see where I advertised one gadget. because it's my personal brand. I have to talk about other things, educational things, entertainment stuff, motivational stuff before I promote my business. But then on my business page, I focus mainly on answering questions that people who need what I offer, the questions they are asking. Like someone wants to buy a laptop now. They are not yet ready. They don't have the money right now, but they are interested in conversations around laptops. They want to know, how does a laptop work? What do I do to save my battery, to make my battery last longer? How do I switch on my keyboard lights? Which battery is the best battery? You know, so don't just be posting the market you're selling. Answer those questions with your content. So in the eyes of these people, you are an expert. I was telling someone that social media is actually about perception, what people perceive you as. So you cannot 100% tell people what to perceive you as, but you can suggest to them. So on my business page, the more I'm posting about things that they are learning for the first time, they are finding it useful. It's directing them, is answering their questions. The more they see me as an expert, someone who knows what she's doing, and they are having me in mind for when they will need a laptop. So people think that posting on social media is for instant, to make instant sales, but it's not like that. Is You're building a brand, you're building an audience, you're you're just positioning yourself first. So it doesn't have to be about instant sales. You may not sell instantly, but keep showing up with your content, keep answering people's questions, keep providing solutions to their problems, and keep positioning yourself in their minds as an expert, as the one who has a solution to their problems. Then you also uh, DM people. Sometimes, let me say, as a content creator, you're creating content and you're hoping that one day a brand is going to see you and make you their brand ambassador or sponsor your content. But sometimes you have to be the one to go to the brands. You know how they say that if Muhammad doesn't go to the mountain comes to Muhammad. That is also one way to find people who need what you offer. You're creating content, you're hoping that a particular brand sees you and sponsors you. It doesn't work that way most times. Most times you're the one that will go to their DM and pitch to them. So sending DMs is not dead. Cold DMs are not dead. It's just that it's a step. You don't just go and send DM to someone, and then when they click on your profile to look at it, they don't see anything that has to do with what you said you're doing. So do your content marketing right. Don't just be posting products that you're selling. Answer people's questions, provide solution to people's problems, then show them why they should choose you instead of your competitors. Tell them the benefits of your offers, why they need your offer, because there are people who need your offer but they don't know they need it. So you're going to be creating different kinds of content that tells them why they need your offer, content that tells those who already know they need your offer why you are the best person to offer that service. So you're creating various kind of contents, and then you're also in the conversations. You're replying comments, you're providing solution you know to people in the conversations, in the groups, in the discussions going on around the areas of what you offer. You're commenting meaningfully, and then you're sending DMs. I hope what I've said is clear, because it's as if I've said so many things. But just I've talked about the first thing. I talked about the channel. I'm talking about the channel where you can find people who need what you offer. And I said that the first channel is the physical channel, your offline events, your neighbors, one-on-one marketing, word of mouth marketing. You're telling people, you're telling your church members, you're attending events, you're networking, you have a business card, you are clearly letting people know that this is what I offer. Have me in mind, pending when you need this offer. That was the first thing I mentioned. Then the second thing I mentioned is the online channel, where I talked about how you don't just post, but you're posting intentionally, answering people's questions, providing solutions to the problems that people who need your offer, providing solutions to their problems with your content. Instead of just saying, come and buy what I'm selling, you're providing solutions, you're answering their questions, and then you are searching for that keyword, the keyword that people who need what you offer, the keywords that they may be typing online. You too, you're typing that keyword, you're going into groups, you're seeing what they are talking about concerning what you offer. You're offering meaningful, you're conversing meaningfully, you're commenting meaningfully, and then you're going to their DMs to pitch to them. Then um when I don't think if you're able to do this properly, you will not find a customer. Then another channel is through advertising. Emmanuel has also talked about that. Someone sent me his profile and he was telling me that, oh, I think I'm getting my content right, but why am I not really getting the kind of sales I want? I said, you have to pay for ads. You have to pay for ads. People don't want to hear about this one. They don't want to spend money. You have to spend money because social media ads, it has a way of going ahead of you to look for people who need that thing you offer. Your target audience, on your behalf, it reaches out to your target audience and brings them to you to see what you're posting. Because if you just depend on posting about it on your page, you may not be able to reach a lot of people. But when you put money, when you invest, when you run ads, a lot of people, the particular people who need that your offer. I'm sure you have clicked on something before now. Maybe you clicked on a bag on social media. Okay, the instance I gave you that I told someone I sell bags, immediately I did that interaction about bags. Guess what? I started seeing on Facebook adverts about bags. So Facebook knows your target audience, not just Facebook. Meta, you're running Facebook ad or Instagram ad. They know your target audience. So they are going to bring them, those people who need what you offer. When you run ads, Meta will bring them to see what you offer. So the place of ads it cannot be, overemphasized. So let me not just keep going over and over since Emmanuel has already talked about it. Then I just hope because I was not able to check whether I'm audible or not. Please drop a comment if you can hear me, or if you have a question, drop a comment. Let me see that, okay, someone actually heard me, or someone is here with me. Right. Okay. So, okay. Thank you. Wow. So you're here. Thank you, Uju. I've seen your comments. So, how do you find people who need what you offer? I am going to bring in the next speaker, Feoluwa, because I can't. Let me check on the other speakers that are supposed to be here with me. Let me check. Okay, Onyi, we're supposed to have Onyi right now, but Onyi is not here. So I follow. I'm bringing you up. I hope you're ready. I'm bringing you up. Can you unmute yourself and let me know if you're ready? I follow. Please unmute yourself to let me know if you're ready. Okay, as you're waiting for her to unmute herself, I just want to say something that, every time we talk about finding your target audience, it sounds so big, but one way I explain it simply is, who will benefit most from your offer? Whatever it is that you offer, who is going to benefit most from it? That's your target audience. Who is going to benefit most from whatever it is you offer? What's your offer? Who is going to benefit most from it? Whose problems do you solve? What are the pain points that you take care of, that you provide solutions to? So, by the time you're able to answer all these questions, you have become clear about who your target audience is. So, in all of these things we are saying, how to find the people who need your offer most, you need to really, really, really be clear about who your target audience is. There was a time I was selling jewelries, and I I decided to stop depending on online marketing to try some physical marketing. Then I went to a market in Lagos. That market, people in Lagos will know where they call Aswani. That's a market in Lagos. So I went to Aswani, and I displayed my goods, and people were coming. They will come and ask me, "This one how much?" I'll say the price. They'll be like, "No." So let's say something I'm selling 3,000. They'll be like, "Ah, is it not 300? Is it not 250?" I was like, "What is happening? What is happening?" So it was after I stayed there for some time, that was when I realized that I was actually in the wrong market. These people are not my target audience. People come to that market, Aswani, to buy cheap things. They come there to buy, things that are not expensive, to buy 200 naira jewelries, 100 naira jewelries. That's not the kind of place you carry 3,000 naira jewelries to. So I was in the wrong market. That is also how it is with some of us who are complaining that we are not able to find people who need what we offer. It's because we are in the wrong markets. We are in the wrong place. There are some things the things you're selling, the things you're offering. Ask yourself, are your target audience on that platform, that channel? You're on TikTok dancing. Are your target audience on TikTok or you're on Facebook posting every day? Are your target audience on Facebook? So find your target audience. Be clear about your target audience. Be very clear about your target audience. And then go where they are. Find out where they are and take your market to them. So thank you. Onyi is here now. Onyi, I'm bringing you up because you're supposed to be the next speaker. Please unmute your mic to let me know if you're available. Onyi, are you ready? If Onyi is not ready, let me bring up Ayefoluwa. Please, any of you can come up. Just unmute your mic so that I can add you to the stage. What's happening? Onyi, Ayefoluwa, where are you guys? Okay, while we're waiting for them, let me continue now because I don't know why they're not here yet. So, identify who your client is and find out where they gather. If the people you want to sell to are, if they are not on, there was something I said sometime, and someone was like, "No, that everybody is on." I was saying that there are some things you don't really sell on social media, and someone was arguing with me. She said, "No, that everybody's on social media, so there's nothing you can't sell there." I know there's nothing you can't sell there, but there are things that you can easily sell in your environment. Let's say you're selling crayfish, for instance. You're not selling in bags yet. You're just selling small packs. You know, Do you think the easiest place to offer that service is online? You get customers online, I know, but it will be best to start with people in your environment. Start with your church members. Start with your start with your neighbors. Okay, Uju is asking a question. She said, "Is there a segregated market? Are there items strictly for online or offline markets?" Okay, that's what I was just trying to explain. That there is actually no. There are things that everything can sell online, everything can sell offline, but there are things that you will get more customers offline than online. There are things that you will get more customers online than offline. Like I said earlier, that you can get more people online because you're able to reach out to more people. If I run an ad now, I can decide to reach 1,000 people online. But offline is just me, one person, going to meet people one on one. So there's a limited number of people I can meet in a day. But then there are some certain things, there are some certain services you offer that it will be better for you to start with offline marketing. It's better for you to start with people in your environment. If I'm selling Zoho, for instance, it's better I start with people in my environment before I now reach out to online people. Why? Because people online, they are seeing that thing every day on the street as they are passing. So they may not be so quick to buy it online, except there is another reason I'm giving them that will make them want to buy it online. But you see those things that are easily found on the streets, those things that once when you're leaving your street to go to work, they are you can easily find them. They are better sold offline than online. Because remember that online there are a lot of processes. You have to waybill it to the person or ship it to the person. The person has to pay for delivery. There is packaging involved and all those things. So there are some things that people will not quickly buy online. They'll prefer to buy it offline than buy it online. So just study what you're selling and know where your people are, the people who need what you want. Where are they most? Go there. That is your own channel. But then it's also good to try all forms of channel. Do content marketing, do offline marketing, do social media advertising, paid ads, organic ads. Try all forms of ads. Then you will now see the one that is working the best. See the one that is giving you more customers, more sales, and then channel your energy more. Focus more on that. I think Onyi is here now. Someone just unmuted. Onyi, you're here now, right? Onyi, you're here now. I want to bring you up because I'm done with my own session. Yeah. Onyi, I hope your network is going to be good. Please, it's your turn now. You're welcome, Onyi. I'm going to go ahead to unmute myself so that you can take over.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? My network is not stable. Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you very well.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to set up my stove. 1 second, please. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Feels good to be here. Okay, so let's dive into it because I don't have enough time. Yeah. So let me start with this. It's a question actually. Would you rather have 1,000 followers or 100 paying clients? Which would you rather pick? 1,000, 100,000 followers or 100 paying clients? Which would you rather pick? I don't know if people are following on the. I can't see comments. I don't know if people are following on the. Casey, can you hear me? Are people following online? I can't see comment from this back end.
People are following and they can hear you. Someone said boats.
How come I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments. I mean,
Okay. I don't know how you will see the comments. Though. Should I pin it? Okay, let me pin the comments to the. Let
or
me
maybe
pin
I'll
it.
use my other phone to share.
Yes, that's another way.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing now. So yeah, okay. 100 paying clients, 100 paying clients, both. Okay, okay. So nobody's actually going for 100,000 followers. I mean, we all want followers now. We all want that visibility. So at the end of the day, it's still who pays. It's still who pay. What pays the bills is what matter at the end of the day. Because the truth is, we don't even have to choose. You can have both. A community of engaged followers and a stream of paying clients. You can actually have both. But the thing is, followers alone does not equate sales. To show you today is how to use social media to attract the right audience and turn them into paying clients. So you're not just popular online, you're not just getting all the visibility, but you're also profitable in your business. So there's this thing someone said one time. He said you can go viral and still be broke. So you can have all the visibility you want. You can have the thousands of followers. You can have good engagement on your post and still be broke and still not be making sales. And people will be like, you're doing well. There is something someone said one time. He said all those small, small businesses on Instagram that don't have so much followers, they are making money. A lot of them have like steady clients. They are making money. But it's not those ones, it's not like those ones that have big visibility are not making sales too. But many of them most times actually just have the engagement. And people are like, oh, I love this kind of brand, I love this. But many of them cannot the sales that the small ones are making, those ones that have the big engagement and all, some of them are not making it. Right. I remember when I started social media marketing then, there was this brand I was managing, a logistics brand. I all I wanted was just for them to go viral. Like I really want to just push their content out. I was just particular about engagement, sales. I wasn't really particular about the sales per se. I was just particular about the engagement, the impression, and all of that. So my attention was just the followers count, the likes, and the comments, and all of that. And then the client now reached out to me one day and said, Oyi, we are not growing. And I was like, look at this, look at this, look at the followers we've gained, look at the engagement on our post. I mean, there's no, we'll put out a post and at least we won't get like 50 likes, at least 500 views, and all of that. And she was like, that is not what I'm saying. Like, we are not making sales. And that was when it dawned on me that you can actually be getting all these followers and not actually be making the sales. Because at the end of the day, it's that sales that will keep you in business. The followers, the engagement, the likes will not pay the bills. So there is this particular framework I'll be sharing with us today. Sorry, I'm trying to on my network. Please, I want to confirm if you can hear me because my network is not stable here.
Yes, yes, and you can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you. So that led me to creating this particular framework. I use it for myself, I use it for my clients. It's an acronym. I mostly like to use acronym because people get to comprehend it better and get to understand it, and it's simpler to remember, right? So I call it sales. 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 So the first thing is specificity of offer rather. Your buyers want clarity, right? You cannot be saying that, okay, for example, let's say you just tell somebody, I sell fabrics. Yeah, anybody can sell fabrics. It's very cliche. But when you say I help women look stylish with affordable adherent fabrics they can wear to work or events, that is when you are not talking. You know, adherent cultural, fabrics and all of that. We know that, okay, this is the brand I want to buy from because you have tailored it. Anybody can sell fabrics. What kind of fabric do you sell? Anybody can sell, anybody can be a social media manager. How do you help a client? What makes you different? Do you understand? What makes you stand out? Anybody can be a virtual assistant. What makes you stand out? Offer your what you do so much that people will just understand it. No complex word. Imagine someone say, I provide digital visibility optimization. Like you're like, what is this person saying? I don't even understand it. Do you get? But when somebody say, I help small business owners attract paying clients using content that converts. Clicks. Very simple. No big words, no big English. I'm not saying you should not use big English, but let it be clarified. Let people be able to understand it. Because if somebody say, I provide digital visibility optimization, and somebody say, I help small business owners attract paying clients using content that converts, people will just understand it.
Queen's network is disturbing, and I'm not sure she knows we can't hear her anymore. Let me see. Let me try to alert her.
Just acting up. Um, I think it's better now.
Yes, we lost you
I
for
don't even,
some minutes,
I
but
don't
you're
even
back
know.
now.
I don't even know exactly. I don't even know where you guys stop hearing me from. I don't know, but I think I will
Just
just stay
as we
here.
were talking about specificity of offers.
Yes, yes.
That was the last thing we
Yeah,
heard.
yeah. I'm so sorry about that. So as I was saying that if somebody say I provide digital visibility optimization, and somebody say I help small business owners attract paying clients with content that converts, which one would you go for? You definitely go for the second option. It's not as if the first person doesn't know how to do the job, or is not communicating well, but it's just the way the clarity of the message is not clear. It's too big. I'm not saying don't use big words, but I'm saying that if you want to, there's a way you will clarify your offer so much that people just get it without trying to, comprehend it for so long. People just get it immediately you say it. I help small business owners attract paying clients with content that converts. Very simple. When you are saying you are using all the, you want them to know that yes, I know the job. You are using all the big terms in the field, in the industry, and people are like, okay, digital visibility optimization, what does that mean? Do you get? A business owner who just want sales, who just want visibility will be like, I just want someone who can handle my account, who can give me the result I want. And you are like, digital visibility optimization, I don't know what you are saying. Do you get? So you have to be able to clarify your offer so much that people understand it. So, like I was saying, first of all, you need to know what you do. You need to understand what you do very, very well. Know who you help. Know the kind of people that need your service and the benefit they will get. That's how you'll be able to craft out your message. understand what you do very well, know who needs what you do, and the benefits they will get. These are the three things that will help you to craft out your offer. So you understand that, okay, when I'm speaking to people, because on some people's bio on Instagram, I wonder, I just go through their bio. I don't even understand what they do until probably I go through their maybe their content and I'm like, okay, okay, this is what they do. Maybe short letter me and I'm like, why are they now using words that somebody, because immediately somebody comes to your page, they should be able to know that this is what this person deals with. This is what this person does. This person sells fabrics. This person sews clothes. This person does ready to wear. This person makes shoes. This is what I do. Let it be clear on your bio. A lot of people just want to, use all the old terminologies and everything, and they just put everything together without being, without putting themselves in their client's shoes or maybe their audience shoes. That okay, if somebody sees this, we don't understand. It's not just about you feeling good in yourself. You also have to put yourself in audience shoes. That okay, if my audience, if my target audience or my ideal audience see this, we don't understand. We don't know that this is what I do. We don't get it immediately. So that is when clarity of your message comes in. So the next thing, which is a audience mapping. So not all followers are the same. So this is where I want to clarify. Not all followers are the same. If you want to make sales, you need to know different groups. We need to know that people fall into different groups. So I'm going to explain that shortly. We have the proletarians. These are the window shoppers. They call them proletarians. They are the window shoppers. They are the ones that love freebies, giveaway. They rarely buy your products. These are people that comment on your content and say, oh God, when, but they will never check price. These are people that come to your DM, you tell them price, they ghost you. These are the ones. They can give you visibility, they can like your post, but they rarely buy. They are not the one that will pay your bills. Most of the time they rarely buy. So these are people that will give you visibility. You still need to also, you can still nurture them, but you need to know that these are not really people that will buy from you. Next, we have the aspirers. These are the people, they want your offer, but they cannot afford it. They like the luxury. Let's say maybe for student now, and you sell maybe luxury stuff. They actually like it. Ah, this is so nice. God when, ah, God I beg. They like it, but they cannot afford it. They save the post, maybe send them to their friends, or they can even ask you for price, but they would, when they just see that you mentioned 2 million or maybe you mentioned 500K, they won't see them again. Do you get? Because they cannot afford, but they like it. So these are the kind of people that maybe you can look for affordable product that know that okay, these are that can go for this kind of people. Affordable product that could also fit into, this set of group. Do you understand? So you can also nurture them with, freebies and things like and affordable products, right? So we have the next one, we have the achievers. These are your ideal clients. These ones are your ideal client. They have the money, they have the problem, and they want the solution fast. They don't want DIY. They don't want them to give you, they don't want freebies. They want the solution. They need it. They need it. They know that okay, it's just like let's say for instance, a nursing mother who is trying to look for, things for the for a baby or something that she needs to, that will make the whole what's it called, childbearing thing easy. She needs it. She's not looking for she's not even looking at maybe the aesthetics on your page. She just want that okay, this person has this product has durability. This is the product I want. This communicated well, this person will go for it. These are the ones that you are speaking to. Because these are the ones that will pay the bill at the end of the day. So these are your ideal clients, the achievers. These are the ones that have the problem that they will pay the money. So the next one, we have the influencers. These ones they may buy, but most of the time they refer or they repost your content, or probably they just recommend, right? They help you to expand your reach, but they rarely buy. It's just like a friend who sees something really nice and then tags a friend to that post, right? They did not buy, but they at least help you to expand your reach. So if you can separate this group of people, you will not be wasting your time just chasing everybody around, because everybody is not going to be your client. So focus on identifying the one that are ready to pay the bills, they are ready to buy, the ones that needs the problem, they are ready to buy. Focus your message on them. Then why also trying to nurture other ones? all the aspirers, the window shoppers also try to nurture down what are the other things you can bring. Maybe for the influencer, you can do like an incentive, like okay, when you refer somebody, you get this particular thing. When you refer somebody, so these are things that will encourage those ones and still keeping them, because these ones are going to give you visibility. So that at the same time you are getting buyers, you are also getting the visibility. I hope you are following. Please, if you are following, just type in the comment that you're following, so I know that we are. Yeah. Are we following? Okay, thank you. So the next one is hell. Lead with value. People do not just want to buy your product or service. They pay for the value that is behind it. When you say okay, maybe for example, a skincare product, you are just posting, you post pictures today, you post videos tomorrow, you are just posting pictures of different, skincare product that you sell. Not for once have you done any educative post on, instead of just posting your product. What about posting three mistakes people make, three mistakes make three mistake that can make your cream ineffective? What about these are the product that are harmful to your body? These are the side effects of some product that you use. Like making educational posts, talking about what people like. These are things that will make you to build authority in that particular place. This is what is going to make you to build authority online when you are because especially on TikTok these days, I see a lot of people, a lot of business owners, they're not just posting their product again, they are not sharing values, because in the process of you saying that, oh, this is kind of skincare routine you should I recommend for a oily skin person, and someone that is oily skin be like, somebody to recommend this kind of thing and sells this kind of product, let me buy from her. That means she understands and she knows this thing very well. If I have any issue, I'll be able to meet her and she'll be able to explain to me. So you're not just posting your product, you're not just posting fabrics, you sell Adire fabrics. You cannot do posts on how you can manage, and you can make your Adire fabric durable. You cannot do videos on how you can soap that you can use to wash your Adire clothes, fabrics rather. So these are content that you need to start focusing on, value content, because these are things that will help you to build, that will help you to nurture people that really want to buy into turning them to buyers. Another thing, if you're probably you're into service based business, you could do, okay, for instance, you're a social media manager or maybe a social media marketer. Instead of you just saying that I can help you to boost your Instagram account, this is what I do, and all of those stuff, you can give them freebies, an ebook. These maybe how to run your ads to convert, three reasons your Instagram posts are not bringing sales. You can even do an ebook or something, giving them something to. I don't know why my network is shaking right now.
We can hear you, but not anymore. We can hear you, but not anymore. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yes, I'm coming. But
Okay.
sorry, can you hear me now? A
Yes, I
call
can
came
hear
in,
you.
so it just
Okay. We were
interrupted
talking
my
about,
network. Yeah.
giving out something for free.
Yes, yes. Teaching people, in the process of you teaching people, so we say, okay, this person, actually on LinkedIn these days, a lot of people are sharing what they know. People are posting, okay, this was how I helped a client to move from point A to point B. Somebody will an ideal client will see that kind of person and say, okay, I think this person can help my business too. So these days, online visibilities can give you sales if you are actually very consistent, sharing value, showing people that this is what you can do and you can actually do it, showing people real results. So the next thing I'm going to move to is E. I hope you're following. Specificity of offer, audience mapping, lead with value. And next one now is E, which is engagement and relationship building. The thing is, you cannot just post and disappear. You cannot just post on your page and just disappear, right? Social media is not a billboard. You need to be able to engage with other people's posts. You need to be able to like build people in the DMs. You need to comment on people's posts. You are not just posting and just ghosting, right? You are posting and actually following up on it. Especially on TikTok these days, there's a way TikTok rewards watch time. When you make a post and then you stay there, engage with other people's posts, and there's a visibility it gives to your post. I've actually it's something I've noticed, and I've tried several times. So if you are that kind of person that just make posts and then ghost and then go away and just say, okay, I think it's I just hope it to convert. No, there is no open thing here. You have to be able to do the work. You have to be able to engage with people. Sometimes even sending voice notes in DMs also helps to build trust. Imagine somebody comes to your DM and say, oh, please, how much do you charge for this? What are the different types of, maybe you sell gadgets or something, and somebody comes to your DM and say, okay, I just want to start out. I'm into video editing. I want to know the kind of system I need to start with, and my budget is this. Please, can you give me like examples? And you are just maybe you just carried some, just copied all those specifications that you have just sent to the person. No, it doesn't work that way. You could actually just make a voice note explaining in details to this person that, okay, this and this, you can still send the specifications, right? But you actually explain to this person makes you to build trust, makes you to actually build trust in this person, so that, okay, this person knows what she's saying. I think I want to patronize this person. Right, there is just a way it helps you to build trust instead of you just copying and pasting the way you used to. So people even copy and paste messages, right? Like, okay, maybe this person has this particular thing, but just copy and paste. I'm not saying you should not copy and paste, right? It makes things easy. But there are sometimes that you need to like give a tailored answer to people, to people that comes to your DM. That sometimes you need to give a tailored answer, because people that want to buy from you, they know when you are actually you're actually concerned about them and not just about what you are going to sell. Because telling somebody that, okay, these are what I would recommend for you, but based on your budget, this and this, but you might not get the results you want, right? But this is what I will give you. Do you understand? It makes this person just say, okay, I think this person is not just after my money, but after what I will get. So at the end of the day, I'm buying this thing, I'm having peace of mind, and I'm enjoying it. Do you get? So the next one I'm going to move to is sales conversion system. So the previous speakers talked about this part. He said you need to have an offer. So there is this particular brand I'm currently working with now. They've not been getting sales for a while. So we are now I gave them a strategy that, why don't we reach out? It's a logistics. They rent car rentals and all. So I'm like, okay, why don't we reach out to shortlet apartments, hotels, and tell them that, okay, we have chauffeurs, we have cars that we hires and all of that. Your how about we collaborate, or maybe we give you like a particular discount on our this thing, and client that comes for stay in your apartment, they get a car to move around with, they get a personal chauffeur. And for the hotels, maybe airport pick up and drop off. These add to their own service, right? And the same way we are also selling. Do you understand? This complements their own service they are already providing, but just give them that extra value. Because imagine I'm coming to use your shorted apartment, and I'm already thinking that, how do I want to get it? I need to get the car rental, and you are telling me that, oh, don't worry, that is sorted. This, you just need to pay a particular amount of money and everything is sorted. It will take you to the shorted apartment, to take you to where you are going to take you around town. And I'm like, this is easier, because everybody wants what makes their life easier. right? People pay for what makes their life easier. So imagine you are now you are giving them that kind of offer. Although we reached out to some of the brands, and some of them have actually given us a positive response, right? So these are offers. You create something that, imagine you are just saying that, okay, let's say, maybe let's even say a shorted apartment, no, a different brand that is a shorted apartment, and you're like, okay, you're creating an you're not just saying that come and book your shorted apartment for the weekend, send us a DM today. No, you're not creating an offer, a tailored offer, that okay, when you book your shorted apartment for the weekend, you get a personal chauffeur, you get a spa session, you are giving them, this is an offer, and then you put a particular price. Mostly offers comes with a price. You put a price to it so that people are not coming to your DM to say how much is it. There is, because you've put everything together, and then you've put a price to it. So anybody that is coming to your DM know that, okay, I want this thing. Do you understand? So they're not asking you, okay, can you how much will it cost and all of that. No, you're not going through all of that again. You have created your offer, then you put a price to it. You can have give it different offers for your this thing. What's it called? For your service or for your product. Mostly doesn't really, but product too, you could actually say, okay, if you get an adivere fabric, maybe for adivere fabric, I can say, you can say, okay, I said maybe you say adivere fabrics, and you can say, okay, if you are getting an adivere fabrics, we can also help you to sew it with for a tailor style that you want. We can also help you to sew it, right? But mostly offers actually go for service based business, most of the time, so hello.
We can hear you. Only we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So as I was saying, have an offer and put a price to it. You can, like, mostly people say, okay, they have gold, they have premium, they have silver, all of those stuff. You could say, okay, for this gold package, this is what you get. For this silver package, this is what you get. And somebody that is really, really interested in your product will say, okay, I think I'll go for this gold package. There's no back and forth. It's straightforward. Everything they will get is there. The price is there. There is no back and forth. So having a strong offer is very, very important. And then having a call to action. A call to action. You're not just posting. What do you want people to do? What do you want them to do? You are, because when I said sales conversion system, it's a funnel. After having a clear offer, you are having a call to action. Are they clicking something? Are they registering for something? Are they coming to DM you? And where is the landing page? Is it WhatsApp? Is it email? Is it your website? All of these things should be in place already. What are Another thing is trust triggers, testimonials, personal proof. These are things that people want to see. Another, okay, this person has done something like this before, right? And then, when you map out your funnel like that, it just makes the whole thing go smoothly. You have a strong offer, you have a good CTA, you have a good landing page, you have trust triggers, and then you close them. You close them. Know that is when one client come to your DM, you know that, okay, you need to start looking for an app to do invoice, or you need to your website is not stable or something. These are things that you should have put in place before then. So I'll be concluding on this. I have a meeting shortly. So every day on social media, people people buy online. Every day people are buying on social media. So when you say, people are not buying again, you are the one that is, maybe you need to review your strategy. People are buying it. People are buying online. So you need to be intentional about what you put out. Sorry.
Okay, I think we've lost Only again.
So sorry. I don't know why my network is just
Okay,
doing like this today.
okay. We've gotten
My
the
network is
bulk
doing
of
like
your
this.
message, and
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm saying that
Yeah,
you've
I was
done
just trying to
justice
conclude.
to. Yes. Please go
So
ahead
sorry,
and
my time
conclude.
is perfect, Abby.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So sorry. So what I was just trying to conclude that this week, make sure that you are mapping out your offer is going to be. Sorry, so sorry. I don't know. My network is just not stable. Hello?
We can hear
Hello.
you.
So let me just quickly conclude because this network is
Yes.
annoying. So the thing is, people are buying from social media every day. So the question is, will they buy from you, or will they buy from someone else that have a clearer and is more consistent? So you have to now decide that what, because social media is not luck, it's strategy. You have to know that okay, these are the things that are not in place here, these are the things I need to put in place based on this framework I've given today. Look at it and look at what are the things that are already in place, what are the things I'm not putting in place I need to start putting in place. If you need, like, the posting of a thing that I said, you are not just going to post and and ghost like that. Take at least 30 to 40 minutes of your time. When you post, engage with other people, other posts within your niche. It also helps to increase your visibility. You are a logistics brand, engage with other logistics brands. When you make your post, you are not just posting and ghosting. So this week, don't just keep relying on luck and say okay, when clients will come, all of those things. You have to use strategy, be consistent, give that value, and make sure that your offer is clear every time, and always make sure that every of your posts have a CTA. Always give your clients what they should do, because most of them don't know what to do. If you don't tell them what to do, they will just scroll past. So do you want them to buy? Do you want them to come to your DM? Do you want them to register? Do you want them to go shop on your website? Give them a clear call to action. So I hope this helps, and I hope that we've gotten something today. My name is Oyin Green. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning. My name is Oyin Green. I help businesses thrive online with social media strategies, content creation, website development, and the like. So yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Oyin, for being here. We learned a lot from you. Like, thank you so much. Thank you for the strategy that you shared with us. And fellow, I'm going to bring you up now. Please unmute your mic. Ayafeoluwa, you are on stage now. Okay, while we wait for her, I
Okay,
I wrote
good
down some.
evening.
Okay, she's here. We can't see you. Your video
Please,
is
I'm
off.
calling.
Okay, welcome. You are
So good evening,
welcome.
everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you for being here. Please go ahead with your own session.
All right. So good evening, everyone. I really say I am happy to be here. Thank you, Casey, please, for bringing us here to share our knowledge, and I really appreciate. Thank you for joining this live as well, because you can literally be anywhere right now, watching TikTok, skits, and all. But you decided to join us here to learn, and I really say you have a passion to grow your business. So, in this section now, I am going to be talking about how to build an audience. How to build an audience. But before we dive in, I'm going to quickly introduce myself. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, please? Please, if you can hear me very clearly, please. If you can hear me very clearly, please let me know.
We can hear you clearly. Your sound is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before I dive in, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Olade Ayonfeoluwa. I'm the founder of Nigeria Entrepreneur Buzz and Ng. I help entrepreneurs, I help SME to scale their business online using sales and marketing strategy. So yeah, I'll be sharing with you today how to build an audience. So the first speaker already talked about how to get a job as a freelancer. Another person talked about how to, platform where you can get people to pay for your offer. And I will also be talking about how to build an audience. Sorry. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is why people struggle to build a buying audience. Why people struggle to build a buying audience. You see, most people think that building an audience is just about having, large followers. They think it's about number. That is why you see some creators that will come online and say, okay, I have 5,000 followers, I have 10,000 followers. But once you check their business like this, there is no income at all. Please, if you can't hear me, please let me know. This my network is going on and off. Okay, so that's why
We
you
can hear
see
you.
some. Okay, good. So that's why you see some creators come online and say, okay, I have 5,000 followers, I have 10,000 followers. But when you check their business, there is no income. Why? Because number does not equal to buyer. Number does not equal to buyer. If you like have 5,000 followers, if you like have 1 million followers, if you are not converting them to your advocate, like if they cannot boldly come out to talk about your products or your services or your offer, then you are still joking. So, and what caused this? I'm going to be sharing with you these three big reasons why you are not building a buying audience. So get your book and pen. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is, you're after metrics. What did I mean by this? You're after likes, you're after comments, you're after followers. But you forget the main thing, that all these things cannot pay your bills. If you like have 200 million followers, have 200 million likes, have 200 million comments, all this one they cannot pay your bills. So instead of you focusing on, okay, I want to get likes, I want to get comments, I want to get larger followers, start focusing on what can I do, what is this particular thing other creators are doing to build, loyal community members. What can I implement? How can I build audience with this my small followers? How can I turn them to my advocates? That to the extent that, this there's one time like that, there's this creator, some people are dragging her about, exhausting money up and down like that. I can see the way our community members stood up. Some people are even setting cameras to talk to them, to defend her, that this that you have to think of how you can turn this your audience to community, to people that, they can boldly talk about your products. They can refer your brand anytime, any day. Another reason is that you are attracting the wrong audience. Another reason why you are not building buying community is you are attracting the wrong audience. Your content is too broad. All what we see on your page is ChatGPT generic content. You are trying to talk to everybody, forgetting the fact that you cannot sell to everybody. You cannot market to everybody. Everybody is not your target audience. Let's say you sell fashion wear. Do you mean that the mad woman on your street is also your target audience? No, everybody cannot be your target audience. Do you get? So instead of you saying, okay, I want to try to market to everybody, everybody cannot be your target audience. So you are attracting the wrong audience if your content is too broad. If your content is too broad, and if you are inconsistent, you can't build a buying audience. If you are inconsistent, you will just attract people that like your vibes, and they will not pay for your offer. They will not pay for your offer. So if you say, okay, because I need money, people are making money online, I can talk because I sell fashion wears, or because I'm a community manager, I can talk to any creator. I no, everybody is not your target audience. Another reason why you are not building a buying audience is no positioning at all. No positioning. Your audience, you have not give your audience the reason why they should see you as an expert. Like, you did not position yourself as an expert. You are not giving them the reason why they should bring out their hard earned money to pay for your services. You are not giving them they have not seen the solution your offer is giving them. If your audience does not see you as a go-to person for a specific solution, they will never buy from you. They will never bring out their money like to buy from you. So I remember a client of mine. She's a cake vendor. So she reached out to me, like she said she used to post consistently. She's a cake vendor. She used to post consistently on Instagram. Like, she's very consistent on Instagram. And those that are used to comment on our posts, those that comment, those that interact with her are just a cake vendor like her. And she kept on complaining that I used to post every day, I create content every day, but I'm not getting a single sales. It's just like me interacting with my competitors. And I was like, okay, let me go through this content you are talking about. So I told her that let me go through this content you are talking about. Then, after repositioning our content, after bringing out, okay, these are the things you need to do to attract those that will be paying for your products or for your services, not those that will just be telling you that, okay, I like this your design, I do this, I do that. No, we reposition our content, we reposition our messaging. And after within a month and some days, she started getting inquiries about our services. And yeah, what you need to have in your mind is that you don't just build audience. You have to focus on how to build the right audience, which is going to take us to our next topic, which is how to build an audience that buy. So I'm going to be giving these three pillar. I used to call it this C3, which is clarity, content, and connection. Clarity, content. I hope you are jotting down. Don't just come to this live and go like that. You have to pick out some points there so that you can implement. So I'm going to be talking about clarity, content, and connection. How to build an audience that buy. I don't want to waste too much of our time, so I'll just talk briefly about these three pillars. So clarity, you have to be sure. You have to you have to be sure about who you want to attract.
We can't hear you anymore. I hope she knows that we've lost her. Let me see if I can let her know. Oh, okay. I let's be patient and wait for her for a minute or two. But if we're not able to get her back, I'll bring up Nemo. Nemo is our last speaker for today. Precious. I don't know. Let's wait a little for Ayafoluwa. Okay, Nemo, I don't know if you're ready. Nemo, unmute your mic if you're ready.
Okay, yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know. What do you think? Should we wait a little bit more for her, or should I bring you on stage?
Have you been able to reach her? Have you contacted her?
Not really. I've sent her a message, but I don't know if she has seen it.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused.
What happened to your video now? Like we can't see
Okay.
you.
Hi.
Hello, good to see your face. Okay, let me
Me
just bring you
too.
up while you can just be chatting and hoping she comes. If she doesn't, then you take over.
All right.
Right?
Okay. Thank you. No problem. Maybe we can just go ahead.
Okay. Then
Do I go ahead and present?
yes, yes.
Or am I good this way?
No,
I
I'm
don't know.
trying to. I don't know why I can't bring you up. I don't know. Okay, just keep going now while I keep trying.
Okay. All right. So I would be talking to us today about marketing strategies to sell your offer to the right people, right? And the speakers we've had have actually done a lot of justice to, giving us marketing strategies that we can use to sell out our offers. They talked about a lot of things that I'm going to be building on. Okay. Now, a lot of people are struggling to sell out their offers, not
Okay, hold on.
because,
She's my follower is back.
okay,
Let's see. Okay, can you are you
Okay.
good now? Is your network
Can you
okay
hear
now?
me? Yeah, I think so, but I just pray it allow me to finish this before it cut off. So it has been raining here since, and the network has been doing somehow. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay,
Okay.
so I stopped at how to build an audience that buy, and I said I'm going to be sharing I'm going to be sharing three pillars. Sorry, clarity, content, and connection. Clarity, content, and connection. So you need to be clear about who you want to serve. Your offer needs to be tailored to who exactly that needs your services. Don't just say, okay, I am a social media manager. I want to start, targeting everybody. You have to be clear. You have to sit down and niche down the target audience you want, those you want to attract. If you want to attract business owner, write it down. Okay, business owner at this particular age, this demographics, blah 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 blah. If you want to attract content creator, niche you have to have a niche down of the target audience you want to attract. You cannot say you just want to build community. You cannot say you want to build community and say, okay, I need everybody to be in my community. No, you have to niche down. You have to, if you are not clear about who you want to serve and what you offer, your audience will just be random. Your audience will be random. And people don't pay someone that is confused already. If you don't have some people say, okay, if you are just starting, then you don't need to niche down. It is okay to start doing the generic, but if you get to some particular stage that you have to sit down and niche down those you want to serve. I don't know if you are getting my point. I'm not passing value. I can't see people comment. I don't know. Please, am
Yes,
I passing value or I'm just speaking to myself? Let me know.
you're passing value. You're getting you.
Okay. Thank you, ma. So you have to be clear. Who exactly did I want in my audience? You have to be specific. Instead of saying, okay, I design graphics, position yourself as I help coaches, small business owners to create design that attract clients. Can you see the difference? Let's say a graphic design A and a graphic design B want to advertise to you, and graphic design A said, okay, I design graphics and I can help you design flyer for 5K, and graphic B said, I help coaches and small business owners create design that attract clients. What will you go for? Please let me know. Who will you go for? Definitely you go for graphic B because he already position himself, like he's very clear with his offer. He knows who he's targeting. He knows who his offer is for. The second pillar is content. This is where I love talking about the most. You see, they used to say content is the king. Yes, content is the king. Every business owner, every content creator, every freelancer, anything you do online, you need content. Yes, you need content. Content is, the magnet. Let's say is the line between you and those you are trying to reach out to. But if you are just posting any type of content, if you are posting any type of content, you are just wasting your data and time. Let me just be honest with you. You are just wasting your data and time. This network again. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Alright. So, you don't just have to wake up one day and say, okay, this is I just want to just post randomly. You have to be strategic about your content. You have to be strategic. And I'll be sharing with you three types of content that build buying audience. Three types of content. There are a lot of content there are a lot of content, but I'm going to be sharing with you three types of content to build buying audience. Number one, I'm going to be talking about value content. Adefe does this a lot. She educates her audience. You teach something useful. If you are a copywriter, you can just teach us three mistakes business owner make when writing caption. If you are a fashion brand, you can tell us three styling hacks, to teach us something valuable. Position yourself as an expert. Don't just wake up one day and say, okay, come and buy for me. Okay, I have this offer. This offer will make you make 1 million within 3 days. Don't just wake up and come and tell us that, okay, you have a ebook that we can use to generate millions. Your content has to be strategic. Teach us something. Let us know that, okay, this person is not here to joke. This person knows what he or she is doing online. If you are Let's say if you are a social media manager, you can just teach us the reason why we should hire you. Is part of value content. You can teach us mistakes most social media managers are doing online. Is part of value content. Another content you can create is storytelling content. Yes, and it is no longer news that storytelling brings sales a lot. Storytelling con ten t. Share with us relatable stories. You see, most people dey like amebo, especially when it come to what I order versus what I get. A client insulted me kinikan, all these negative stories. I don't know if you are getting this type of con ten t I'm trying to bring out. But when you share something that your audience can relate to, it make dem connect with you in a different level. It makes them connect with you. You can just say, okay, today oh, I tried doing so marketing, and I use, like, there's these vendors that does this storytelling a lot. Um Let me try to remember her name. I can't remember. So, telling your audience, bringing them to your daily activities, sharing with them how your day went, your mistakes in business, and so on and so forth. It makes them feel like they know you. It makes them feel like they are part of your journey. You can share the behind the scene with them. You can share, like, you wanted to, because if you're a graphic designer, you can say, okay, you wanted to create a flyer for a particular client and you slept off. People will be like, what make you slept off? Kiniko, they will be much more interested in that story. So tell relatable story that make people connect with you. For example, you can say, I remember when I had zero clients and I almost give up, until I discover so this thing, so that. It will make them feel like they are part of your journey. The last content pillar I'm going to be talking about is offer content. This is where the money is. After sharing value, after positioning yourself as an expert, after trying to build trust with your story content, the next thing is to collect money. That is the reason why you are in business. So I used to say that if you are in business, or if you are a content creator, anything, you have a brand online, and if you are not generating money, I don't know what to tell you o. Because the main reason why you created that brand is for you to make money. So if you are not making money, ah so the third thing is offer content. Invite people to buy. Make your messaging clear. Like, make them know that, make them understand the offer you are giving out. Don't just say, okay, I have ebook, so ebook, come and buy. Make them feel like, okay, this ebook, if I did not get this ebook, now, I'm going to miss a lot. Make your offer so clear that your audience will be scared to miss that offer. Am I communicating?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So when you balance these three types of content, I said number one, value content, number two, storytelling content, and number three, offer content. So when you balance all these three content together, you don't just build audience, you attract, you educate, and then you convert them. Okay. I'm going to be talking about the third pillar, which is connection. You see, most people don't like buying from strangers. Me especially, I'm going to be speaking about myself. If I don't know you, I can't give you my money, because I won't want a situation that you will scam me or you will send me what I order versus what I get. So you don't expect me to give you my hard-earned money if I don't know you. So you have to make your audience know you, like you, and trust you. The third pillar is connection. People don't buy from stranger, they buy from people they know, they buy from people they like, and they buy from people they trust. Then how can you build this connection between you and your audience? Engage with your audience. You have to make them feel like they are part of you, they are part of your brand. You engage with them, you reply comments, you ask questions. Be vulnerable. You know that you'll be acting expert online. Nigerian entrepreneur was Nigeria branch chief does this a lot. She'll come online and ask questions. It's not that she does not have Google or she does not have ChatGPT. I just this a lot. I can just decide to ask my audience, my community, WhatsApp community member, that okay, can you guys recommend skincare products for me to use? It's not that I don't have Google to ask question from. It's not that I don't have ChatGPT. It's not that I don't have friends. Or you know that I don't have students that sell skincare, but because I want to connect with them, I want them to interact with me. Not just that I'm building audience for okay, just view and pass. No, I want them to interact with me on, on another high level. Share your behind the scene. Share the process of how you are progressing. Don't just show us finish ebook that okay, you have offer, you have one ebook. Share step by step process of how you create that course. Share a step by step process of how you come up with that ebook title. Yesterday I have a webinar with my community member yesterday. Before that webinar started yesterday, I've been talking about that webinar for like a month. I started sharing with them the behind the scene, the struggle, creating content, and never decided to just shame me. Rushing to my PPA because I'm a core member, rushing to my PPA and getting back to just, write out the webinar script and all. And they feel connected to me that, it gets to some point that I wasn't feeling fine, and they started reaching out to me that, hope you did not forget the webinar we are having tomorrow and yesterday. That was yesterday. They started reaching out to me on Friday. Hope you did not forget the webinar we are having today, because I already took them, I take them along. Ah, Jesus.
I think we lost her again. Okay, but I believe we've already gotten the bulk of the message. You know, she shared about clarity, content, and connection. So, is this connection part that she's trying to explain before her network went off? Time is fast spent. So, please, Nemo Precious, I'm going to bring you up now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Good evening.
good evening. I don't know why
Okay.
I'm not able to bring you on stage.
I think she has to like, I don't know. Either she has to leave or something.
Okay, and let's use this other format now.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so I would be speaking about marketing strategies that you can use to sell your offer. Marketing strategies to sell your offer to the right people. And perhaps before now, we've had speakers, they've done a very good job in giving us strategies on how we can sell the offer. So, what I'm going to be doing right now is to build on what has already been laid. I'm going to be building on already existing knowledge we've had as regards selling, looking for people to buy what you offer. And I'm going to start by saying this, that the first step to selling what you have is to be clear of your audience. Clarity is not just like a buzzword or something we just say, or just that is what everybody's saying. Truly, the matter is that it is beyond knowing their demography, beyond knowing whether it is a male or female. It is knowing them to their psychographics, knowing them to their pain points, knowing them to the kind of thing they respond to, knowing them to even how they will respond to certain colors, to certain words. Yes, it is that deep. Knowing your target audience is so deep. And if you are able to really, really pinpoint, if you're really able to get that clear, like gain that audience clarity, to be very honest, you have started selling 50% of the time, even before you put out your offer out there. Audience clarity is knowing your audience, knowing even their level of awareness. Because the matter is that for every audience that you serve, there are four level of awareness. There is the unaware audience, people that they don't even know that they have that problem. Then there are some, the second level, they are aware, but they don't know the solution. Now let me use real life examples. Let's take for example you sell skincare products, right? Now I could be having maybe something on my face. I'm like, I'm seeing this thing that is just on my face. I don't like it, but I don't even know what it is. I think that thing could be like maybe signs of eczema or something, maybe a very skin disease or something. Now, at that level, I am an unaware audience. You might have the solution for me, but I don't even know that this thing is even eczema, or this thing can result to something else. I don't even know. I'm just seeing it on my face. Now, at that level, I am an unaware audience. And that level of audience awareness is the awareness, like the awareness stage, but they are solution unaware. What do I mean by this? I know that, oh, this thing, it looks like eczema, oh, but I don't know the solution. I don't know if it's the food I'm taking, if it's the water, or even about your product. I don't even know. But I just know that, oh, this thing that is on my face is something that I feel like this thing looks like eczema. Then the third level is they are problem aware. They are problem aware, and you know they are solution aware. Now I can know that, okay, this thing on my skin is not right. But at the same time, I think a skincare product would solve this for me. Maybe organic skincare. Because I've heard people talk about how organic skincare product has solved them. Then the fourth level is the most aware. These people, they know that they have a problem. They know that your product can solve their problem. Maybe they've been seeing testimonials, they have been on your page, they've been on your website, they've even interacted with you, but they've not yet bought from you. That is the most aware audience. So maybe it could be that they are being skeptical, or maybe they are trying to like save up for it, all of those hindrances. But understanding your audience to the point that you understand their awareness level actually helps you to sell. So sometimes it's not about the price, it's not even about, in fact, even understanding your audience well would help you in creating content. People say, oh, I don't have people when people complain of content ideas, most of the time it's not necessarily because they lack ideas. Sometimes it's because they don't understand their audience to the point whereby they are thinking that you need to get into your audience brain. You need to get into their brains to know what they are thinking per time, to know what they are thinking at every stage. So that is the first step to selling, to market your offer to the right people. Now, the second thing, which is tied to the first, is your market research, your message market research. Now that you know people you're selling to, your messaging, how you bring it to them matters a lot. How you bring it to them matters a lot, because if your messaging is not clicking, if they don't feel like, oh, I think this product, I think this service was created for me, they might not respond. For example, let's say you are a fitness coach, you coach people on how to stay fit. Now, there are a lot of people that go to the gym, or maybe they do exercises for different reasons. Some people, maybe it's a mother that is trying to like lose maybe a mother that just put to bed and she's trying to lose weight. There is somebody who just wants to get back into shape. Maybe she was not the way she is now. She doesn't like her current shape, just wants to like slim down and all of that. There are people who are just doing it because they just want to build their body, they just want to be healthy. Okay, so if you identify the particular person or set of persons you're selling to, you can now create your messaging in your content, in your advertisement. Your messaging matters a lot. Your messaging matters a lot. Not everyone that is in your target audience are going to resonate with the same kind of message. So you need to understand your buyer persona, your audience, and then create a marketing message that resonates with them. Okay, now the third thing you need to do is to know your visibility channels. Where are these people hanging out currently? Where are they? Because the truth is that people, they might be on all social media platform, quite all right, but there are certain channels that they are more frequent in, and there are certain channels that when they are on that platform, they are a different personnel. Now, what do I mean? For instance, I'm a marketing strategist, right? Let's say you want to sell to me something. I'm your target audience. When I'm on YouTube, I am a different person compared to when I'm on TikTok. I'm a different person compared when I'm on YouTube. Yes, I am on this social. I'm a different person to when I'm on LinkedIn. Yes, I am on these platforms, but the state of my mind when I'm on this platform is very different. Now, what do I mean? When I'm on YouTube, at least 70% of the time I am there to learn something. Is it that I'm trying to research about something. I'm trying to learn how to use a new tool as a marketing strategist. I'm trying to learn something from somebody. Or I'm just there to just watch some tutorials or watch some skits and just have fun. Maybe I'm just relaxing. So you need to understand, okay, when this person goes to this platform, what do they basically like go there to do? Whenever I'm on TikTok, most of the time, what catches my attention are all those dance videos. I just love to dance and vibe to those videos personally. So if you understand what your target audience does on this channel, then you can even now create your content. You need to know, like, create your content and know what exactly they will resonate with on that platform. When I'm on LinkedIn too, I'm a different person now. Yes, it's still one person, a marketing strategist. Same also to a mom. A mom could be a different person. Maybe when she's on Facebook, she's chatting with her friends, her family, trying to connect with her classmates, like in the past, friends from the past, people that she have known and all of those things. But maybe when she's on Instagram, she's probably just there looking for solutions. Maybe she's trying to get bag vendors. School will soon resume. They're trying to like get people who sell lunch packs, people who sell different things, different school items for their kids. Maybe she's trying to get all of those things. So you need to understand your audience. So when you understand them, you understand the kind of things they would search for ideally. For instance, if you are a fitness coach, for example, and your target audience are people who are, they are plus size, they want to reduce. Now, what would they likely search for on Instagram, on YouTube? You'll be hearing things like how to lose weight fast, natural remedies to lose weight, how to get fit in 30 days, how can I lose weight without going to the gym? These are the kind of things, and they'll be searching for on YouTube, on Instagram, or on any other social media platform they might be on, even on TikTok as well. So understanding your visibility channels starts with, even knowing, that is why I started with audience clarity first. Because if you don't understand your audience, you cannot even now tell where they are hanging out. You can't tell because you don't know. Now, after you have gotten this third thing correctly, you will now come ahead to now create strategies. Okay, now how can I meet these people? Let's say I have discovered that these people, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, and they're on YouTube. Now, if I had the capacity to be on these three platforms, good and fine. But if I cannot, what is the number one platform I know that these people are most likely there? Maybe Instagram. Now, how can I meet them? Now, previous speakers has spoken about content. Like, in fact, content is king. Like, you can't do marketing without content. Take this from me. You can't effectively market what you have to sell without content. Because anything you are putting out there, even if it is a flyer, it is content. You need content. Even if you want to use billboard, even if you want to use TV, whatever, it is content. So however you want to reach them, just know that content is something you cannot shy away from. That's something you cannot run away from, whether you like it or not. I won't dwell much on content because previous speakers have explained content creation, value-based content, storytelling, and the rest of them. Share educational content, conversion content, personal content. That's a whole lot of things. But I'm just going to say a few things about this content to, further buttress what they have said, and which is what I said earlier, understanding your audience awareness level. You need to know their level of awareness. So not all of your audience are in the same level of awareness. For instance, I help coaches, create marketing strategies to launch their offers. Now, in as much as I help coaches, I understand that they are not all coaches that I help. Yes, because some coaches are, maybe because of they are new coaches, or people who just want to, like, maybe for instance, they have the solution, they have the problem. But I help coaches who have gone through the stage of, oh, I want to launch an online course. You understand? So if I'm going to meet them and let me help you launch it, they might not see a need. What is there? It's not just to create the course, put it out, upload it on Seller or any other platform, run ads and sell. Fine, they can go ahead and do. Will they make sales? Yes. But the kind of coaches I help are coaches that is either they have been overwhelmed in launching their courses, or they don't understand the techie part of things, like building their landing pages, setting up tech automations like using emails and the rest. They don't know how to run their ads. Those are the kind of people I help, I serve. They are problem aware, and they also know that, oh, I think I need to employ the services of someone who can actually help me launch this my offer. Now, another strategy is ads, paid ads. The truth is that while content is, fire, ads is like the petrol. It amplifies what you're already doing. If you are putting out content and you're already gaining traction, you're already seeing, people responding, engaging, it is wisdom to invest in ads. Running ads is the fastest way you can reach more people. To be very honest, you don't need to wonder, how can I reach people? If that's your question, just invest in paid ads. Ads is an investment. It is something that would pay you and keep paying you if you do it right. Now, where most people now get it wrong is that they just run ads and they don't have a plan. All they just plan is either to go to Meta Ads Manager and run the ads. There's no plan on, okay, when people see this ad, what do I want them to do next? Do I want them to follow me? You have to be clear. Do I want them to get into my do I want them to get into my email list? You need to be clear on what you want them to do. That will determine the kind of ads you're running and why you're running. So when people say my ads are not converting, in the first place, they were not even clear of what they wanted. You hear somebody say, I just want to push my content to more people. Let me want people see it. And then when they go ahead and run the ad, they say it's not converting. When in the first instance, they were not even running the ads for conversion. Yes, they were not running the ads for, because there's a way you run ads for conversion. There's a way you run ads for engagement and visibility. Now, other marketing strategies that you can use would include emails, follow up. You can also indulge in partnerships and collaborations. You can partner with people. Look for people or persons who have the same target audience like you and partner with them, because your audience gets to know about them through you, and their audience gets to know about you through them. Partnership. For instance, let's say you sell, let's say you revamp hairs, you revamp wigs, for instance. Why don't you partner with hair vendors who don't offer this service? Because for everybody that buys hair from them, in the next few weeks or few months, they will definitely need to revamp that hair. That is a business opportunity for you. You don't even need to stress yourself going to trying to look for, people to who you will offer your services to. Just look for 5 hair vendors that constantly sell hair and tell them, oh, I want you to partner. It could be just a small card that they will add to every order that comes in, that for your wigging, for your revamped services, or to buy your hair care products, contact this number. Just that card. And in the next 3 months, you'll be getting calls from people. Oh, I bought hair from so and I saw this card. How can I get my hair across to you? Partnership, collaboration. Partnership, collaboration. This is free advertisement. People can come. Maybe you could be paying that person maybe a particular stipend, or you could have something you are doing in exchange for that person. Maybe your your existing customers too, who might want to get hairs, you recommend them. Oh, if you want to get hairs, I have a source for you, someone that sells quality hairs. Can you see how people are partnering together? You're helping yourself grow. You're helping yourself build your audience. Other marketing strategies, there is SEO. These days now, SEO is not just about Google SEO. Your content on Instagram, do you know that your content on Instagram has the ability to make you show up on AI? For instance, you ChatGPT, maybe for instance you are you sell hair. I go to ChatGPT and ask, I need hair vendors in my location or something. Your content on Instagram is what, if it is well optimized, it can help you rank in those search engine optimization. That is one aspect of its own. That is one aspect of its own. So I've spoken about content marketing. I've spoken about paid ads, about emails, follow ups, which is very important. You need to nurture these people. You can nurture both with emails, you can nurture both with your content. That is why I said you need to first of all understand your target audience. So people will not just buy on the first time of seeing your ads. They might just follow you and that's it, and just be watching by the side. But your content in nurturing them, you keep showing up, is what will finally make them to convert. Sometimes they can take longer to convert. Then partnerships and collaboration. You need to know how to partner with people, the right people to partner, and when to partner. Now, the next thing you need to consider in your marketing strategy is conversion. Now, how do I get people to convert? Now, you know this audience, you've identified the channels where they are in, you have identified marketing strategies that you can use, your content, your ads, emails, partnerships. Maybe you have other strategies you have in mind, maybe SEO, and you're doing all of that. How do I get them to convert? How do I move them from just knowing me to actually buying from me? Because that is where you actually make the money. Now, this is where you start thinking of lead generation. How do I generate leads? Because leads are the lifeblood of every business. Where your audience are. Now, how do I get those people? Because social media is noisy and crowded. How do I get them out of social media? How do I get them into a place? With my emails, be in a group chat. You don't have to, think too much about it. How do I just get them? What thing can I give them as a form of value that will get them into this place? A group chat, my email list. It could be a WhatsApp channel, so that you are nurturing them. Because truth of the matter is that it's something they call exposure effect. An average person would see your ad or your content or need to hear about you at least 7 times before they buy from you. So running one ads and you say it didn't convert, that's like an unfair way to judge your marketing strategy. Because you just run the ads, you're not generating leads, and you don't intend to keep running that ad for as long as possible. So how do you maximize it? I need to generate leads, gather people into an enclosed place, and keep nurturing them with content, with value. A speaker talked about building trust. That is how you build trust. That is how you get people to know you, to like you, to trust you before they buy from you. Sometimes, most especially if you have like a high ticket offer, you sell things that look like high ticket offer, you could actually build trust, get people interested, and make them buy for you by offering something like a low ticket offer. You can just have something maybe 2K, 5K, just for people to just test and see. See, this is a marketing strategy that you see the suya man at your junction uses. Immediately you come to buy from him, he has not even asked you how much. If you are going to end up buying, he has already immediately has cut toothpick. He will give you, take test. That is like a freebie. He will just give you, say, take test. So peradventure you were just passing by or you were just doing window shopping. Sometimes I've done that. I'm just doing window shopping, but the point he has given me, have tasted, something will me be like, precious. You know, just nice. You could just no just buy last slash. Just buy. Even if now 500, shall just buy that kind of thing. So I will just end up paying for it. Something that he has done. But that is a strategy. And they keep selling. That is a strategy. Yours could be that, oh, as I give these people this free thing, maybe this thing might be a little bit pricey for this type of audience. Let me give them something, a low ticket offer, just to make them have a taste of what I have to offer. It could be just having a webinar like this. It could be that you wrote an ebook that is of great value to them, so that they can have like a taste. And I would say, if you're giving them anything like a lead magnet or a freebie or a low ticket offer, ensure you have their details for future follow-up. Because why? If they really enjoyed your services, or they really enjoyed what you gave to them, or it was really beautiful, useful to them, you need to keep following up to upsell the main thing you're selling. For example, let me say you are a chef, for example. You're a chef. You know you help people cook soups in bowls that they put in their freezer, maybe all these working class people, for example. Now, you can create a lead magnet on how to ensure that your food or your soup lasts you for 2 weeks. Find a problem that those people have currently and create something of value that would help them. But while you're giving them that thing, exchange their details, exchange contact details so that you can follow. That is where nurturing comes in. Then you can also nurture them that, oh, this is what you do, this is what I sell. I can help you. I know you're very busy. You go to work from Monday to Friday. Saturdays are the only day you have to rest, and you have other things going on in your life. You have businesses, you have kids. But with this amount, I can help you cook this amount of soup, maybe 2 liters. If you'll be buying like three different soups, I can give you a discount. You sell to them. But peradventure, maybe they're not responding. Maybe they feel it's too pricey. How will I be buying 2 liters of soup for maybe 30,000? With 2K or 5K, I can cook it, and it's just too much for me. You can just offer a little. Okay, can I just deliver just a plate of soup for you, maybe on a Sunday? That I'm not just buy this plate of food for maybe 5,000. It comes with free delivery. Let them have a taste of that food that you're selling, just a taste, so that by the time you're telling them, oh, this is why my price, they will understand that you're not just calling price, but you're actually, because of the value that you offer. So you need to create your conversion strategy. So in closing, selling out, every strategy begins with first identifying your audience, what they want, even getting audience clarity and also getting product clarity, because even some persons, some business owners don't actually have clarity as to what they are selling. For instance, I'm a social media manager. Like, okay, why should anybody care about that? Why? Okay, I help you. You need to understand. You need to craft that message based on that person's pain points in terms of social media. Is it that they are too busy to show up, or is it because maybe they have been showing up, but it has not been converting to sales? That is why you, as a social media manager, you say, I'm a social media manager and I help businesses ensure their social media presence converts to sales. My God, there is no business owner struggling with sales, even if they have a social media manager currently, that we hear that and they will not stop to know what it is you're saying, to learn more about you. So, I just hope with these few things I've said in these few minutes, you've been able to understand, marketing strategies that can actually help you, convert to sales. And on my page, you can find me on my page at Nemo Digitals. On Instagram, I'm Nemo Precious, where I share a lot of marketing strategies that can actually help you, can help businesses. If you're a founder, if you're a coach, these are my two target audience, founders and coaches. I help them to sell, to launch, to sell their offers, their services, and their products. So if you fall into this any of these categories, or you just want to learn about marketing, like you want to learn about marketing, you can follow me on my page at Nemo Digitals on Instagram and TikTok, and on LinkedIn I'm Nemo Precious. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Precious. You were able to share a lot of things in a very short time, and you're not just a good digital marketer, you're also a good teacher. I hope you know that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Um, okay, please share that your handle again so that I can type it out. You said on Instagram is it's
Okay.
what at
Nemo.
Nemo Digitals, right?
Yes.
Nemo Digitals. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And that brings us to the end of today's webinar.
Thank you.
I personally have learned a lot of things, and I'm sure anyone who joined us or who will watch this later will also gather a lot of value. Thank you, and do have
Thank you for
a
having me.
nice evening. Bye. That was so lovely. I am really, really so grateful to everyone who joined, all the speakers, Emmanuel, Onyi Green, Nemo Precious, Ayafoluwa, and I'm not, I'm myself. Yeah, I'm grateful to everyone, and I hope we'll be able to do this sometime again in the future. If you are just joining us for the first time, please do like and subscribe to this channel because we do a lot of live events like this where we share value. If you click on my profile and check on live, you're going to see that we've done a lot of other live events. We've talked about storytelling, where Joyce was my guest and she really shared a lot. She shared a lot of things about storytelling. We've done something about how to sell your skill without going to door, brand positioning, various ways to monetize content creation, building and monetizing your online presence with the help of AI. So please go ahead and check the other live events we've done. And I'm going to drop a link to a free resource that you can also use, an ebook called Sell Your Skills. Let me drop the link here. So you can get the ebook, it's free. Get it to catch up. Since you're learning to sell your skill, it has a lot of value and it's free. Okay. I want to drop the link now before I go off so that I don't forget. Okay. So you can use this link to get the ebook. It's free and it's going to help you a lot. Also, check on my when you use this link to get the ebook, you also see other resources that I offer. Some are free, some are paid. I have a course that teaches you how to create an online course with just your mobile phone. It's a mini course. I have another one that teaches you how to create ebooks, how to create faceless videos, how to begin as a content creator. So just check out my seller store to see if there is something there that you need. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. Bye.